Just a few days after leaving Canadian Music Week in Toronto, we're here at Canadian Blast at South by Southwest in Austin, Texas. While we were here, we caught up with a few of the guests and the artists to find out what they thought about the South by Southwest Festival and learn a little bit about them.
Hello!
How are you going?
I'm doing well. I've been on my feet all day, like everybody else, and I'm beginning to feel that a little bit. But it's hard to not have a good time here, really. You have to try really hard. It's great. It's always fun.
I'm going good. This is great. Third year back in 4 years, so just back at the Canadian Blast, enjoying some barbecue and some bourbon and some good music. You know, everybody keeps telling me there's more people here this year, but it seems just as crazy as previous years. So really, it's the same old South by, and we're glad to be back. It's a familiar place to come at this point, so it kind of feels like coming home. The first time we were completely lost, and so this time...
You know, you're a pro now, you know what you're doing.
We know where the barbecues are at.
Yes, know how to feed
We know
yourself.
how much advance notice a cab driver needs to get you there on time,
So I understand you just played Canadian Music Week and you're all the way here in Austin and you're at a Canadian Blast event.
Yeah.
You're back, I'm sure there's lots of familiar faces in this room.
Yep.
I understand that you're performing with Buck 65 at the moment. How'd that all come about?
He's just, we're friends and we like to write music together.
Yeah, Jenn Grant, who I love, both as a musician and as a human being. And we recorded 3 songs together on my most recent album, and we continue to work on more songs. In fact, we're in the middle of making another one now, which I'm really excited about. And we don't have the chance to perform together every day, so it's nice. In fact, I think the last time we performed together was also at South by Southwest, lo and behold.
Yep.
So
it's a place where these things happen. Everyone's here.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I'll be honest with you, you know, at this point in my life and career, you know, I have a record deal and things are going pretty well. I don't have all the same things to prove as a lot of people. So when I think, oh yeah, South by Southwest, it'll be a great chance to like see some friends that I only see once a year and to eat some really good food.
And what material of yours are you pushing at the moment? Do you have a new album out?
Yeah, it's new. It's called Honeymoon Touch, and it came out a month ago. And we're playing a couple songs. One's called Get Too Good, and one's called Oh My Heart. So we're gonna play it with my band.
Fantastic. And can we get this material in Australia? Do you know if iTunes is selling it down there? Fantastic. Well, make sure you check out Jenn Grant, and thank you for taking the time to talk.
Hello, my name is Borja Prieto, and I work for a Spanish startup called Ercio.com, which we basically do Facebook apps for bands and blogs. And if you have a band you'd rather take a look at our apps, we basically have 3 apps. One is for like putting music into your Facebook page. We're synchronized with all the different services, SoundCloud, YouTube, Spotify. This is an app to sell your own merchandising. We do the fulfillment for everything, so you guys should check it out. And this is an app for events, so you can like sell your own events and use our platform for selling tickets. So it's pretty cool. We're new. We already have like 10,000 artists, and we're like we're synchronized with all the different platforms, and we really want to have Australian bands there. So.
I understand you have a couple of Australian bands.
Yeah, I don't know the names, but the other day we saw a sign up, and it was like from Australia. We were like, oh, we may be doing something good because we're getting to Australia, which is good.
That's always a good sign. And you're here at South by Southwest.
Yeah, well, basically, I guess it's like the place to be. We came here on Saturday because it's the interactive part, and now we're on the music part. So we're happy to be here, and we're meeting people and just like looking around and checking out South by Southwest.
And why don't you tell us a little bit about your music? And
It's like, I get compared to the Sheryl Crows and the Sarah Harmers, and I call it chick music, but country folk pop sort of realm of things. Really, I just like writing songs, and some of them turn out way different than the others, and we just go with the flow. We're not trying to be one sound, we just sound how we sound, and we're okay with that.
And has that been something that's evolved over the years, or is it very much...
It's kind of how I've always operated, but it has, by doing that, evolved over the years. And like this year we're with a full band, whereas in previous years we've come out solo just to scope it out. Don't want to lose your shirt coming down to Texas, but and sometimes you do, because the weather's so nice. I'm kidding. But yeah, we're glad to be back.
And can we get your music in Australia?
You can. Well, you can on CD Baby and iTunes, of course, but no distribution in Australia. But I am working on getting there. I would love to come. We have friends that have toured Australia and they just have nothing but good things to say about it. I didn't realize how much of a market there was for even acoustic songwriters and stuff like that. So we're working on it. That's how we ended up at the Aussie Mixer and how I ended up meeting you, and it's one step closer to Australia.
I imagine this isn't your first South by Southwest.
No, I have been attending this conference for, I would say probably, it's unbelievable to me to think of this now, but, well, considerably more than 10 years.
Yeah.
And most years in that span I've been here, you know, I've taken the odd year off here and there, but I can tell you, every time I come back I see how more and more has changed. It's really changed a lot in that time.
How have you changed in what time?
What happens over time as you get a little bit older is you begin to just kind of let go of a lot of, can I say bullshit? Can I say this? You just kind of let a lot of bullshit go. You know, you get wrapped up in a bit too much of that when you're younger and you're excited, and you're a bit aimless, and you're looking all over the place. Everything's a bit frantic, you know? But then, like, it all starts to make more and more sense as you go on. And hopefully that means that you're making better music because it's, you know, more bullshit-free or whatever. But, you know, I mean, you go through life, you have your ups and downs and, you know, your calamities and, you know, you go through your pitfalls and everything else, and you learn things as you go. And for a guy like me, and I think most people at a certain point, you put all that stuff back into your music. And I'd say that's where I am. I mean, on my most recent record, for example, to illustrate my point, there's a few songs about marriage. So
You probably would have been doing that 10 years ago.
there's no way I would have been doing that 10 years ago. I mean, I say that sort of jokingly, but the truth is, something like that would have been the furthest thing from my mind 10 years ago, as I was running around and, you know, trying to take a big old bite out of the world kind of thing, you know what I mean? And since then, you know, I've had my mind blown, and I've picked up the pieces, at least the ones that I really wanted to keep, you know, put those in your pocket. But, you know, some things have stayed the same. Here I am again at this craziness.